passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. And here's Brunson from the arc. The rebound by Allen. Mobley deciding where to go with it. Buries it from three.
Okay, Evan Mobley quickly taking the pull-up shot.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. It's a 5-point game. There's the three. Nails it from three.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Strus the pass to Allen. Out to Mobley. Outside Mitchell. Lays out. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Hart. Shot from the top of the key. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron.
The top two things Bridges does well, defend and hit jumpers off the catch.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Mitchell misses. New York has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc to the middle. And here's Brunson from the arc. Strus grabs the miss. Brunson's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. From deep, Mobley. And another miss by Cleveland. And the Knicks with possession. Back to Brunson. Oh, rejected by Allen.
That reach from Allen, let's just say it's tremendous.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Drains the triple. Bridges has got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And the three-pointer goes.
Wanting the ball there. Mitchell getting those 3 points back.
Brunson taking his time here. Out to Bridges. Outside Hart. 5 on the clock.
2 minutes.
Towns a screen on Mobley for 3. Hart can't hit. Cleveland has gone 2 of 5 from deep. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Mitchell. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. And here's Brunson from the arc.
And it's not just blocking shots, it's altering them. And Allen does that as much as any defender in the league.
Down low. And stolen by Mobley. Garland with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Garland, no good. And the Knicks shooting an unremarkable 30% in the first. Hart from long range. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Garland finds Mitchell. Wide open look. Inside. It's stolen by Hart. And they're running for 3. Bridges. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now. And Mitchell launches it from deep. The 3-ball. The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Pure from 3-point range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Strus. Out to Garland. Allen with a screen on Brunson. To the inside. Shot clock at 6. Allen a screen. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. The fader. Jalen Brunson grabs a miss. Outside Hart. Strus with a defensive effort.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. New York out in front. They're up by 3. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. They've got Jalen Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift. Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. Stolen by Strus. Fast break, Cleveland. And Garland with a basket on the assist by Strus. Garland's got 7 points in the game.
One of the harder jobs in the league today is trying to stay with Garland on that open floor. He's too quick, he's too savage.
Towns for 3. Mitchell grabs a miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Allen can't get it to go. The Knicks with the lead. Bridges outside. Launches it from deep. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Garland for 3. Connects from downtown. 10 points for him.
And Garland can get going from deep, which is why you can't give him very much space.
Here's Hart looking to end the run. And the layup is up and in.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Here's Brunson outside. Oh, Brunson with the triple. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for New York.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And also the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
Richard, you evolved as a shooter over the course of your career. Talk about developing shooting in the NBA game.
Well, it dictates what kind of offense you can run. You don't need a bunch of good shooters, but if you've only got 1 or 2, your interior play better be strong.
And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. Now here's Anunoby. Going inside, drops in the layup for 2. Anunoby's got his 2nd basket of the game. The Cavaliers trail by 3.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Jerome.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the second period. And here's Hunter for 3. Drills it from deep.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
The Knicks have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. And here's Brunson from the arc. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Hart's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Just such good vision from Brunson. He's able to spot a guy ready to attack.
Pass to Thompson. On the wing, Wade. Here's Jerome. 3-pointer, no good. And Towns has got the ball here for the Knicks. It's Bridges on the wing. He buries it from 3. Bridges has got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Now Brunson. He's got 6. It's rebounded by Wade.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently. There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
And an Obi for 3. Can't connect. Now 2 of 6 for the game. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And here's Hunter from the arc. Can't hit that one. The Knicks have gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. Brunson misses. On the break. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul of the game.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
7 seconds left in the second period. Here's Jerome. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. It's a tie game in Cleveland. All right, Al. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, you look at Mikal Bridges. What a contribution.
Well, if he's hit 3s like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Dean Wade is out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then there's Sam Merrill. Then there's Okoro. And it's Jerome in at point. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Payne with the bucket.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
4 on the clock. Hunter passes to Okoro. Launches it. It's hauled in by Robinson. Knicks leading by 3. Oh, swiped away. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. Jerome, no good. Well, the Knicks shooting just 37% in the game.
Cleveland foul. Ty Jerome. His first team foul.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to McBride. Lets the 3 fly. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Here's Wade. Here's Merrill. Cleveland again missing. Outside Payne. Got a hand on it. Pass to Merrill. 3-pointer. And Okoro gets it to go.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
New York has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Merrill. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
Moving once again. He is one of the best shooters in the league.
New York trailing.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Second team.
And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tim's MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie.
Now the defense has no answer for Mitchell's leaping ability. This man goes up, and he will put it down on you quick.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Over to the wing. Garland for three. Achua with the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
From behind the arc. Sinks it from distance. Achua's gotten himself on the board with a three there. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter. That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
To the left wing. Outside McBride. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Robinson. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Robinson's gotten his third basket of the night.
Defense always had their eyes on him, and then he gives it away. Classic misdirection.
New York has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Payne pass to Robinson. Back to Payne. Achua up top. Now here's McBride. Takes the three. They get it back. Outside Tucker. Fires the three. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The three from Mitchell. Now here's Garland. McBride covers. Mitchell against Payne. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home!
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You can tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. McBride's got his first 3 points of the game.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And Allen gets it to go.
Not known as a quick shooter, but Allen shows what he's got there.
Now here's McBride. Defense right on him. What if it goes? He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. It's a tie game in Cleveland. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. So on the floor for New York, Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Bridges in at the 2. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Knicks leading by 3. Brunson passes to Bridges. Back to Brunson. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight. And stolen by Brunson. Bridges outside. Here's the 3. The rebound by Allen. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Mobley, left side. Three-pointer. Sends it home from three-point land.
This is something that Mobley is still developing, but nice to see him take a confident shot from the arc.
Here's Brunson outside. The Cavaliers pull it in. Allen's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside Strus. Launches it. Yes. And a nice assist from Garland. Garland's got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Towns. Mitchell against Bridges. Now it's Hart. Back to Bridges. Launches a 3. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Just look at those stats from Bridges, and he is feeling it.
Outside Garland. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Outside Mitchell. Puts it up. The Knicks pull it in.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Hits a three-pointer.
And there's a nice rhythm to Brunson's game. I mean, you see it in the pull-up.
And the shot is good by Garland.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the Knicks. They lead by 1. Outside Hart. Outside Brunson. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Hard to protect your shot from Mobley's length. Look, he just bats that ball away.
Garland for 3. Counted from distance. And the Cavaliers lead by 2. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Cleveland.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play. Running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
In the open floor, very few people can stay with Mitchell.
Hart with a screen on Garland. Here's Brunson outside. Brunson missing again.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
The 3 is up. Garland, no good. Knicks trail by 5. Three-pointer, Bridges. New York again, can't hit. Garland scanning the floor. On the wing, Strus. Pass to Garland. Back to Strus. Garland against Anunoby. 4 on the clock. For 3, Allen. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. And the Knicks shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Anunoby passes to Towns. To end the run. They grab their own miss. And here's Brunson from the arc. He connects! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Moving it up. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
A huge make by Jalen Brunson, shining in the biggest of moments.
On the wing, Mitchell. And stolen by Brunson! It's Hart on the wing, covered by Mobley. To the paint. Money!
That's an important bucket. Now they have to guard the perimeter tight. No threes at all.
From deep, Strus. Oh, he buried the 3!
And they aren't over the limit yet.
And here's New York now. Towns on a screen. Brunson passes to Hart. For 3. The 3 won't fall. Towns. Yes!
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
And we've got a timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Obviously, not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
They've got one last chance to win it. It's got to be a catch and shoot off the inbounds play. They don't have time for a second pass.
From deep, Strus. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline.
That's the end of the game.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked.
for answering. with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Embiid is out there with Oubre. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Paul George. And it's Walker in at the 2 guard. And it's Strus missing.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
George with the bucket.
Seems effortless for George, that quick release of his.
Mitchell way outside. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Walker. Here's Embiid. And here's Maxey. Off target with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Clark, we know the last handful of years, the 76ers have been a threat in the East.
7 straight years of playoff runs. Can't get past that second-round barrier, though, Kevin. But as far as success, they've been as consistent as it comes in the East the last decade. Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
And both free throws good for Paul George. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Here's Garland. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Took him no time at all on that one.
With the speed at which Maxey plays, that pull-up is almost impossible to deal with.
Allen finds Strus. On the wing, Mitchell. Traps in the tray.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Maxey, no good. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Allen with the screen for Garland. Pass to Allen. And he makes good on the layup.
I like seeing Allen get this kind of position because you give him the rock there, and he can take care of the rest.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. Well, we talked about how difficult a matchup Joel Embiid can be for a defense. Coach told me it's all about not letting him get established down low and making him try to beat us with longer shots. If we do that, I think we'll be fine. Of course, saying it on the sidelines is one thing, and doing it on the court, quite another. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it's Strus missing. The 76ers lead. Here's Maxey. Bangs home the trifecta. Maxey's got 6.
The numbers testify. Tyrese Maxey is one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA.
We've seen Tyrese Maxey and his game go to another level. Clark, what makes him a top-level scorer in your opinion?
Kevin, there are a couple of things that really stand out. His sheer speed with the ball is remarkable. His fearlessness and confidence, every great scorer has that. And then his ability to knock down the three-point shot off the catch or off the dribble gives him an added step of quickness when he's taking it to the rack. And all of that makes him a dynamic scorer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Maxey kicks to Oubre. Pass to Walker. Stolen by Mitchell. It's Strus on the wing. 6 points for him. Here's Maxey. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now, here's Garland. And Lonnie Walker picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Mitchell against Walker. Launches it. And it's Mitchell missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
George with no one around. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Well, that's a smooth-looking jumper by Paul George. I mean, he's one of the more gifted scorers in the league, and there's no place on the floor where he can't hurt you.
Garland with the bucket.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Oubre passes to George. Outside, Maxey. A three-pointer off the mark. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. For 3, Mitchell. And no good. No good. Shot missing. Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for the 76ers. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. And it's Allen in at the center position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Oubre outside. Strus against Maxey. The 3 from George. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Cannot let George get his feet set out on the perimeter. He'll bury it.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into a starring role with the 76ers. He says these guys have the ultimate confidence in me, all the way from the organization down to the players. So I can just go out there and be aggressive, play my game, even through mistakes. It's all part of extraordinary growth for the guard. Kevin?
Yeah, thanks. He is rewarding their faith. And I love his statement on growth. He's always looking to expand. For 3, Mitchell. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Garland. Here's the floater. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in. Allen's got 3 assists tonight. And Max Strus picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Stolen by Mitchell.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for Cleveland. Oubre, a screen on Thompson. Fires the 3. Here's Embiid. Goes back up. Embiid just overpowers the defense inside.
Embiid will eat you alive on the offensive boards. You've got to box that guy out.
Great on the wing. Pass to Merrill. Hey, Clark, no one covers the college game like you. And for new pros, what are the biggest challenges adjusting to life in the NBA and the play itself?
Speed and size, Kevin. I mean, that's where it really starts. You've got to be in great condition. But the speed and size of the players at the NBA level is unlike any other basketball you play. Everybody in the NBA is big and athletic. And things are just played and done at a much faster pace.
Pass to Merrill.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Stolen by Walker. And Walker with a clear path to the hoop and finished off by Walker.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
And it's George missing.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Philadelphia's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Left side, Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Outside for George. Up again, and Embiid is right there. Embiid's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Fades away. And finished off by Walker.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Fires the three. Merrill can't hit. Philadelphia leading by 6.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Back to Embiid, and stolen by Thompson. Fast break, here they come. For 3, Hunter. The shot, no good. The deep 3 from George. And he drains the 3, but let's see.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
We're heading to the locker room. To bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, they want to get the call right, and the league is taking steps to speed the process with the Replay Review Center and Secaucus queuing up the footage for the officials.
They're thinking about the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Tyrese Maxey in this one, guys. He has been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. They've got Drummond, Lowry out there with Gordon. Then there's Edwards. And it's Council in at the 3 spot. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Got a piece of it. Here's Council. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Gordon doing a nice job there, showing you relentless offensive energy on the glass. Well done.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. And there's Eric Gordon on the assist by Lowry. Gordon's got the lead up to 11 now for Philadelphia. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Lowry brings the double. Throw on the wing. Stolen by Gordon. And here we go. Philadelphia running again. Offensive rebound. Pass to Council. Wade with the defensive effort.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
It's stolen by Edwards. And a deep 3 from Lowry. The Cavaliers pull it in.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. but you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree they do, David. Thank you very much. The Cavaliers with another miss. Here's Philadelphia. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Drummond sets the screen for Lowry. Shoots it up. Hands the shot with nobody near him.
Excellent play call that time by Lowry, breaking up the defense with the pick and roll to create a shot for himself.
Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Wade.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Okoro with it. Lowry picks him up. Okoro kicks to Hunter. Back to Okoro. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Jerome, good. Jerome's got it back down to within single digits for the Cavs.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Here's Edwards, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
A great feed by Lowry. He'd rather pick up an assist than score a bucket.
And Philadelphia making a change here. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Here's McCain. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists in the game. Garland kicks to Mitchell. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. And there's the drive, and he lays it straight in. Mitchell's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And how about the strength from Mitchell, looking tough and determined on that aggressive take inside.
The wide open look here for Garland. Knocked loose. 1:07 left in the third quarter. Council. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Takes a 3. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Mitchell. Garland's got 13.
He can light up the night. Garland, no stranger to scoring in bunches.
Lowry against Garland. Back to Lowry. Shoots the 3. Allen with the rebound. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to McCain. Edwards looking it over. The 76ers with another miss. Mitchell kicks to Allen. Mitchell outside from about 19 feet. It's not going to go for him. Good if it goes. Buried from outside. I don't know.
2 minutes on lock.
Pretty close. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me,
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. 76ers on top, they're up by 1. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Strus into the small forward spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Maxey. Buries the long-range jumper. Maxey's got 20.
Boy, a terrific three-point shooter. Maxey is somebody I think you've got to be in this airspace all the time.
And that one is good.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball.
76ers ball.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Offline with his 3. And here's Mitchell from the arc. A kick out to Mobley. Maxey against Garland. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Fearless move by Garland inside, going for the high percentage shot.
Walker in the corner. Oubre outside. Shoots over Mobley. They get it back. And Maxey is right there. And the 76ers lead by 5.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Strus passes to Garland. Allen a screen on Maxey. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And how about the soft touch by Garland with the nice floater up over the top of the defense.
Outside for George. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Maxey passes to Oubre. Wide open. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got 6 rebounds in the game. Strus against Maxey. Got a piece of it. Oh, and here comes Oubre all alone. And then jammed down as he goes right over Evan Mobley.
A powerful finisher. Oubre Jr., you deserve to get dunked on till you let it get inside.
And Cleveland with another turnover here.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the 3-ball. Maxey's got 8 points in the quarter.
Every time Maxey steps on the floor, you expect a big scoring night. Tyrese can explode offensively at any time.
The wide open shot from Strus. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Oubre outside. Here's Maxey. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Count it, and the 76ers lead has been kept back down to 8 after they get the basket from Mitchell. Philadelphia's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. From deep, George. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. And here's Strus for 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. On the wing, Walker, guarded by Garland. And Walker kicks to George. The kick out to Walker. Oh, good on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look. Garland doesn't let the pressure get to him. That's why he has the trust of his teammates.
Pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Here's Strus. Allen with the screen for Strus. 4 on the clock. His 3-pointers off the mark. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. and they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. From deep three-point territory. So Philadelphia wins it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to. Thanks so much, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kelly.
center position is obviously a point of strength for both of these teams, Brent.
Do you believe, BA, that these guys are coming in and not thinking about that very same thing? These guys want to test each other tonight, and you wonder, whoever gets the best of the other guy, will that elevate the next couple weeks of play for them in terms of their confidence? So a big man battle. Let's keep a close eye on it.
A look at the 76ers starting group. We've got George, Maxey out there with Lonnie Walker. Then there's Kelly Oubre, and it's Embiid in at the center position. Now here's George. And a miss there on the triple. And there's Brunson. That one's good on the assist by Towns.
Brunson, one of those players that's just not going to be denied, determined to convert inside, and he does.
For three, Maxey. Fast break, New York. For three, Bridges knocks down the triple.
Opportunistic basketball. It's a great look at the three in transition.
Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside. And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
Now here's Anunoby. Off the mark there with a three.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Outside Walker. Pass to Embiid. Screen by Embiid. And here's Oubre from the arc. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist.
Good touch there. Oubre outside the three-point arc and knocks one down.
Hart with a screen on Maxey. And here's Bridges. Jacks up a three. Sinks the tray. Bridges has got 6.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
George for 3. The rebound by Bridges. The Knicks have gone.
That is what I'm talking about. Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
For 3, Maxey. Hart pulls it in. New York has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring. He said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie. Gets the 3 ball to go.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
Maxey against Brunson. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. 76ers trail by 13. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor. They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
For 3, Maxey knocks it down from distance.
You kind of saw this coming. Maxey had to at least try to one-up them.
Hart with a screen on Maxey. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by George.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Brunson finds Bridges. From the arc. Walker pulls down the board. 76ers trail by 13. For 3, George. And he misses again. Now 0 for 3. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From deep 3-point range, Embiid with a steal. And now the Sixers on the break. Some room here for George. Drains the jumper to finish off the break.
With his feet set, you expect Paul George to knock that down.
And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And so it's the New York Knicks in command. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Knicks?
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming, so they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Taking a look at Philadelphia. We've got Walker. Joel Embiid is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Kyle Lowry, and it's George in at the 3. Lowry, good.
Kyle has those nights where he just steps back and his range seems to increase with the confidence he has.
Bridges outside. Inside. Hart passes to Bridges. 6 to shoot. Brunson. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Oh, man, that's a high-level finish from Jalen Brunson, playing right through the whistle.
New York shooting their first free throw of the contest. With Brunson being undersized, he has such a great feel for how to create space, Brent.
Incredible footwork, B.A., the way he puts the needle on the record and just scratches it and pivots around and makes defenders jump and move. Amazing manipulation skills at the point guard position for a guy his size to get it done in the painted area.
Pass to Embiid. Oh, nice job, Embiid.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
Hart from long range. Rebound by the 76ers. Lowry left side. Outside Oubre. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. Kicks it to George. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. George has got 5 now.
And George, a volume three-point shooter, he possesses outstanding confidence and leans into that perimeter game.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Ooh, Brunson with the triple.
It's just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Out to Lowry. 4-3. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 5 rebounds tonight. Brunson, so confident at the rim.
As much as you like Jalen Brunson, he believes in himself more than you do. Confidence translated.
Lowry, the pass to Oubre. Back to Lowry. Oh, deflected. And stolen by Brunson. And now the Knicks on the break. Towns for 3. Walker pulls down the board. 76ers trail by 13. George with it. Hart covering.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Walker against Bridges. The layup off target. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. Bridges outside. Kicks it out Towns. Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3 to fall. Towns has got his second basket.
Oh, the big man is smooth from range. Have to put a man on Towns, that's for sure.
Lowry. 19. The kick out to Walker. They need this. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. New York leading by 16. Oh, they get a hand on it. And here's Lowry. 6 points for him. From deep. Walker with another miss.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning." That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night.
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie.
And Kyle Lowry pulling out all the stops now, showing all of his ring.
Pass to Brunson. 35 seconds left to play in the half. That one's good, and it's Towns with the assist. Brunson's got 13 points now in the quarter.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Now here's Embiid.
They're one of the most well-rounded players in the game. Embiid is also a top-notch trash talker, too. I mean, he knows how to get under the skin of his opponents.
These are his first free throws of the game. And Embiid drops them both.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Robinson, a screen on Maxey. And he lobs it up. Robinson can't hit.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
40.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
DeLon Wright is out there with Miles McBride. Then there's Precious Achua. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. It's Payne in at the small forward position. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Here's Yabusele. Pass to Maxey. And there's the screen. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
And just a very well-built guard. You know, Maxey is so hard to slow down around the rim.
Both free throws good from Maxey. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer. Oh, excellent work in transition. Pushing the ball up the floor like that helps you find easier shots.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Brent, league-wide, more and more points being scored. You see that tapering off at any point?
BA, with all the rule changes and what we're seeing in terms of the skill set of players growing, I mean, the scoring is just going to keep going. How far can we go? I don't know. I feel like we're topping off a little bit. The only way we're going to score more points in the game is add more time to the clock.
And stolen by Edwards. Outside Maxey. Releases. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Maxey's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
For 3, Maxey. It's hauled in by Robinson. Knicks leading by 7. Here's Wright. And the layup is good off the glass.
How about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate.
Back Maxey against Wright. Outside Maxey. Again Maxey missing. The Knicks have gotten 3 or 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Achua can't hit. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And now the Knicks on the break. Hits the trifecta. And the Knicks lead by 12.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
Here's McBride. From outside, off the mark.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Maxey passes to Edwards. Outside Maxey. Knocks down the long J. Maxey's got 7 points for the quarter.
Ooh, the range of Maxey is pretty impressive. He is consistent from beyond the arc.
Robinson, a screen on Edwards. Payne, pass to Robinson. And stolen by Edwards. Out on his own on the break. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And that's all the result of some good defensive awareness.
Right outside. Fires the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Borna's got 4 rebounds now. For 3, Maxey. He's off on that one. Knicks leading by 7. It's stolen by Maxey. Fires in the triple. Maxey's got 15 points.
And that's a tough shot to defend when Maxey pops up out of nowhere.
Here's McBride. Pass to Robinson. Gordon with a steal. In transition, here they come. And here's Edwards outside. And it's New York with a rebound. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Here's McBride. New York again can't hit. 76ers trail by 4. Gordon outside. For 3, Maxey sinks it from distance. 18 points for him.
Well, the corner 3, no challenge for Maxey. I mean, the dude can straight up shoot from deep.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Screen by Robinson. Achua for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Achua's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Payne, pass to Achua. No good from outside. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the 4th. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Out of the way!
Wow!
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Towns on a screen. Brunson taking his time here. And it's blocked by Embiid. Butler passes to Oubre. Outside for Butler. Pass to George. And here's Embiid to take the lead. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Oh, a clear look for Anunoby. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Now here's Butler. Back to George. Pure from 3-point range.
3 points.
George has got 5 points in the quarter.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow. Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
And here's Oubre from the arc. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. For New York, they've gone 0 for 3 in this 4th. Not good. And Anunoby gets it to go.
And vision, such a key part of Brunson's game as the point.
Knicks lead.
Oubre, a screen on Bridges to the inside. And there's Oubre. That one's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists in the game. Butler against Brunson. Pass to Bridges. Towns, a screen on Walker. Back to Brunson. Floats one. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Not a secret that Brunson can turn it on offensively, so the defense can't give him that much cushion.
The 76ers making a switch here. Maxi's checked in. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Sinks that one from the post. Maxi's got 20.
Yeah, just another shot in Maxi's arsenal. He becomes harder and harder to defend.
For 3, Bridges. Rebound by the 76ers. Walker passes to George. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Oubre finds Maxi. Oubre, a screen on Brunson. Clock at 6. For 3, Maxi. Some solid defense from Brunson. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Anunoby passes to Hart, and he jams it home with authority.
A guy who loves attacking the rim, Hart putting some muscle on.
And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Oubre, big time stepping up, poised in that moment.
Here's Brunson. Out to Bridges. Tries again. It's hauled in by Oubre. The 76ers have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. He was all alone on that one. And now a 3-point Philadelphia lead.
You know, one thing about Maxi is that he always is looking for an outlet.
For 3, Bridges. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got rebound number 11. Walker for 3. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 7 rebounds in the game. Anunoby for 3. The rebound by Maxi. The Sixers lead by 3. And here's Oubre from the arc. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Can't lay off Oubre that far. He's good at taking advantage of that separation.
3-pointer, Bridges. Oh, he nails it! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3.
And Bridges elevating his game.
Woo! Walker for 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Outside Hart. There's the 3. The shot no good. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Outside Oubre. Pass to Walker. Oubre, a screen on Bridges. Here's Walker. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the 76ers lead by 5.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Now Philadelphia with it. Pass to Maxi. Fires away from way outside. So it's Philadelphia picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards...
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and
but eventually I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me and top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold.
backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for New York, we've got Mikal Bridges. Hart is out there with Anunoby. Then there's Towns, and it's Brunson in at the point guard position. Here's Hart. One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
Clock at 4. Mitchell wide open. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, we know Mitchell can hurt you from outside the arc. The defense better recognize this moving forward.
Bridges, no one around him. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. The quick look, no good that time. Strus passes to Mitchell. Mobley with it. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Off target with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 27 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
Now here's Hart. Bridges for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Bridges has got a couple of threes now in the first for New York.
Well, in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you've got to have good feet and pre-shot preparation. Mikal Bridges, yes, sir.
That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Garland looking it over. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Mitchell against Bridges. Strus in the corner. Pass to Allen. 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Garland.
Well, there's just defensive chops by OG Anunoby. He says, I've got length, athletic ability, and a willingness to contest.
Bridges outside. This one for 3. They get it back. Anunoby kicks to Hart. Back to Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. Fires from deep. Out to Bridges.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Strus against Hart. For the 3. Denied for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3. Cleveland's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Allen passes to Strus. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
But Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 from 3-point land so far in the ballgame. New York shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Brunson, no good. And so Allen will bring it up for Cleveland. The wide open shot from Strus. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Anunoby. And the 3-ball is good. Anunoby's got 6.
OG Anunoby increasingly dangerous with his jump jumper. Nice catch and shoot opportunity there.
Mobley misses. The Knicks leading by 3. Brunson kicks to Hart. Bridges against Mitchell. Bridges inside. And here's Brunson outside. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And so it's the New York Knicks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they're 3. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Knicks.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. They're the group New York will start the second game. Mitchell's shot is good.
Yeah, there are levels to this, and Donovan Mitchell can hurt you from everyone. Nice midi there.
And a fun run by the Knicks in the playoffs. But Doris, horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic all miss significant time. And who can forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in that Game 7? Almost unreal bad luck. Here is a guy who is not shy about sharing the basketball. If you are open, Darius Garland will find you.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report.
Boy, how quick from the touch to the release for Donovan Mitchell. Look out, defense.
Brunson with a clean look. Oh, Brunson good from range.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Pass to Strus. Mobley with it. Defended by Bridges. It'll go, and the Knick lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Mobley.
Oh, to be blessed with athleticism and touch. Mobley has all the tools to be elite.
On deep, Brunson. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ball's knocked loose. The Knicks have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive abilities.
And here's Garland for 3. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Well, nice rise and fire from range by Darius Garland. The three-point shot so highly valued.
And here's Brunson outside. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 5 rebounds tonight. That gives them the lead. Now it's a 3-point Cavalier lead.
No shot is outside my range, or so Darius Garland believes.
To stop the run. And Jalen Brunson gets the 3. Brunson's got 8 here in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end. What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Mitchell finds Garland. Kicks it out to Allen. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
55 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Outside Garland. Mitchell passes to Strus. 4 on the shot clock. For 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
You get the sense that a little bit of pressure makes Donovan Mitchell elevate his game. Under duress of the shot clock, no problem.
Brunson scanning the floor. Good. Brunson, no fear down low.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Garland, no good. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Anunoby. Off target from three-point range. For 3, Mitchell. The Knicks pull it in. And they're running. On deep, Brunson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is high.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Cavaliers, 32.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Wade out there with Hunter. Then it's Okoro. Then it's Sam Merrill. And it's Jerome in at the 1.
Well, this is where Mitchell Robinson can make his impact on the offensive end. Get the putback with that verticality.
Merrill can't hit. New York trailing. Here's Payne. Good on the triple. Payne's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Pass to Merrill.
35.
Hunter on the wing. Lets it go. Robinson pulls it in.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
The 3. It's hauled in by Achua. New York's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And that one's good. Shamet.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
Wade finds Hunter. 8 away. The Knicks pull it in. Here's Shamet. And he banks in the layup. Shamet's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Now, here's Okoro. He's covered by Shamet. It's up a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Merrill's got 6 points. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
No tremendous poise from Okoro on that play. Takes the contact, concentrates through the finish.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul. That's his first foul. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Achua.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Yep, that one goes in there. Achua's got his first points in this one.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
That bucket in no time at all.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
New York shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Here's Merrill, defended by McBride. Merrill passes to Okoro. Shoots the three. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
George, you can just see in Isaac Okoro the confidence he's gained since his rookie year.
Kevin, he's always had tremendous confidence on the defensive end. I mean, he's a lockdown defender at multiple positions. What you're seeing develop is more belief in his jump shot. And that confidence comes because he's been willing to put in the work.
Cleveland moving it around. Right wing. Here's Jerome. And here is Okoro. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 3. Wade finds Okoro. They grab their own miss. Fires away from way outside. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Clock at 4. Payne can't hit. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Jerome passes to Merrill. A 3-ball. Pass to Okoro. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Here's Achua. Here's Payne. The second chance effort. And it's good.
NBA rules. 2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
It's over. But it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. It's the Knicks up 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Darius Garland. Assist from
3 tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Hart is out there with Towns. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And stolen by Anunoby. Takes a 3. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
New York ball.
Here's Bridges. It's stolen by Strus. Bridges with the steal. Finished off the break. And the Knicks lead by 5. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
And that one, good.
Yeah, simply stated, Jalen Brunson filling it up right now. There are no signs that he's slowing down anytime soon.
Here's Mitchell, finding the lane. Oh, the dunk by Mitchell.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Here's Hart. From down in the low post, it goes. Hart's got the lead up to 7 now for New York. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his third foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Garland against Brunson. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Hart the pass to Anunoby. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Pass to Strus. Back to Garland. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Well, that's how you use the floater. Darius Garland gets into his bag.
On deep, Brunson. Mobley with the block. Brunson with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Towns, a screen on Garland. And the dunk by Towns.
Oh, oops, the alley. A gorgeous delivery to Towns.
On deep. And it's Darius Garland with the 3. Garland's got 7 points for the quarter.
Garland doesn't let the pressure get to him. That's why he has the trust of his teammates.
Anunoby, good.
The wheel. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Outside Garland.
2 minutes.
Mobley outside. With the teardrop. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one. Anunoby outside. Fires the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, you like the decision-making from OG Anunoby right there. Picking quality shots, gets into his jump shooting motion. Well done.
And here's Strus for 3. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Anunoby. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Cleveland moving the ball around. Allen dishes to Mitchell. Brunson against Garland. Back to Mitchell. Right side, Garland. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Brunson. Anunoby outside. Trains it from beyond the arc. And now it's an 11-point Knicks lead.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for New York.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jalen Brunson.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
The wide open look here for Garland. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Donovan Mitchell showing off that great vision.
Brunson kicks to Anunoby. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside Garland. It falls!
Darius Garland.
So a close game sees New York take this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Here are the 5 for the Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell on the wing with Strus. And it's Garland in at the 1. Here's Mitchell, plenty of space. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
No problems knocking that one down.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse.
We talked about how his team is prepared to defend against Darius Garland, and coach said we need to communicate and stay on our toes defensively, whether it's scoring or passing the ball. Garland is a creative player who knows how to manipulate opposing defenses. We should be able to hear his defense talking tonight, guys.
Allie, thank you.
Hard to protect your shot from Mobley's length. Look, he just bats that ball away. And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
And here's Strus outside. Down low. Garland against Maxey. And the shot is good by Garland.
Now that's how you use your imagination. Garland can get his shot off from just about any angle.
And Joel Embiid with a number of different co-stars in his time in Philly, Richard.
Yes, Ben Simmons in his prime, Jimmy Butler, James Harden, they've all come and gone. But in Tyrese Maxey, Embiid might have found the tag team partner for the long haul.
Now here's Mobley. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
The nice touch from the interior. Mobley looks very comfortable shooting from there.
Knocked loose. Strus with it. Guarded now by George. Garland against Embiid. With the fadeaway. Garland, no good. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 5 from deep. George passes to Oubre. Here's Embiid. From downtown, the offensive rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Maxey, that's good.
So locked in from range. Maxey almost makes it look effortless.
Knocks down the long J. Garland's got 5 now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Up and in on the layup. 7 points in the game.
Such explosive athleticism in transition. Garland gets the pass and takes off.
Maxey passes to Oubre. Mobley with it. Guarded now by Maxey. With some arc. And Garland with the basket on the assist by Mitchell.
Sharing the love. If you get yourself this open, Mitchell will set you up.
And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. They get it back. The kick out to Walker. Embiid, a screen on Mitchell. Walker for 3. Buries it from 3. Walker's gotten his second bucket.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Strus. No points yet. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. Over Walker. Joel Embiid with the board.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Back to Walker. Fires from deep. Mitchell grabs a miss. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far.
And I like it. The game plan is simple. Keep getting Garland the ball. It is that simple, and it's working.
The kick out to Walker. George for 3. Mitchell grabs a miss. The Cavaliers lead by 4. Here's Mobley. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
Making himself available. A little hustle and good positioning makes Mobley the option on the fast break.
for three, Maxey. And the three-pointer goes. Maxey's got 6.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Garland finds Mobley. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Now Oubre, back to Maxey. Screen by Embiid. That misses. And a chance to tie it. What a performance for Darius Garland. He has been the... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
All right, on the floor for Cleveland, getting going in the second. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Strus in at the 3. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, we have each other's backs. That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt, waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie. Left side, Strus. Pass to Mitchell. Puts up a 3. Cleveland the rebound. And here's Strus outside. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal
It's going to be Evan Mobley.
Yeah, Embiid just terrorizes defenses on the inside. Good luck guarding the big fella.
Hits both from the stripe. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us and the U.S. men's national team.
And you got to be right up on Mitchell or else he will punish you right off the catch.
For 3, Maxey drops in the 3. Maxey's got 9.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's the break. Here's George. And the jam by George.
And it all comes together because George is a team player. He works so hard to support the play on the floor and be where he's needed to be for his team.
Now here's Mobley. On the wing, Strus. George defending. The 3 ball. Yes, sir! Mitchell from long range.
And normally Mitchell wants his shot head on, but you give him the corner and he will adapt.
Here's the pick. For 3, Maxey. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got his 6th rebound on the night. From deep, Mitchell. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Walker. Garland against Maxey. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Mitchell, the pass to Strus. Now here's Garland. George defending. Strus with it. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. George for 3. Strus grabs the miss. The Cavaliers lead by 5. Here's Mitchell. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got his 4th assist in this one. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Now here's Garland. He's got 12. Pass to Mitchell. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Walker finds George. Now Embiid. Ooh, poked away. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Oh, got a piece of it. Garland feeling it out a bit. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
When you give Garland these looks, oh, he's going to find ways to capitalize. But I love his aggressiveness.
Here's Maxey. The kick out to Walker. From outside the arc. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now here's Garland. 14 points for him. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by Embiid. George outside. The 3. Knocks down the triple. George has got 5 points. Got it up. It's all tied in Philadelphia. And we'll step away briefly, but gets you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
The Cavaliers, 34. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up that shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. It's been a clinic out there by Darius Garland.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
They've got Eric Gordon. He's out there with Kyle Lowry. Edwards out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Yabusele in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Yabusele. That 3's off the mark. The Cavaliers lead by 3. Okoro passes to Jerome. The 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Drummond grabs the miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Lowry. Is rebounded by Okoro. Cleveland is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Back to Hunter. Top of the key. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
To the middle. It's intercepted. Here's Wade. Drummond defending. On the wing, Wade. Still without a bucket. Back to Merrill. To the paint. Just 5 on the clock. Fades and shoots. Jerome, that's good. And it's an 8-point Cavalier lead.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Up top, Gordon. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Gets the 3 to fall.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And just a shrewd pass by Lowry. He has a gift for seeing what's happening on the floor and finding shooters.
Pass to Okoro. Let's go with a 3. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
And it's good for 2.
Playing way bigger than his 6-foot height. Lowry scores it inside. He just plays with so much heart.
Back to Wade. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Lowry. Here's Wade. He's scoreless. Merrill up top. Outside Hunter. Fades away. Rebound by Philadelphia. Gordon with it. He's picked up by Merrill. Fires for three. And Lowry is good for three. Lowry's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, Lowry can just pepper you with shots from the arc. He's got a talent for finding and making those looks.
Here's Jerome. Hits the trifecta. Jerome's got 6.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Back to Jerome. Pass to Wade. Outside Hunter. Hunter, a screen on Lowry.
With his quickness and instincts, Lowry can apply intense pressure as a defender. Not a guy you want on you.
Oh, it's stolen away. Now here's Merrill. Here's Jerome. Takes a 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's Jerome. 6 points for him. Unloads. Cleveland again missing.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Drummond. Out to Lowry. 6 to shoot. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. Gabaselli. Offensive board. This one for 3. That shot missing. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Cleveland. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Sam Merrill out there with Ty Jerome. Then there's Isaac Okoro. Then there's Dean Wade. And it's Hunter in at the 4.
Substitution on the court.
Mobley, a screen on Maxey. Garland, no good. The Sixers trailing. Outside Walker. Pass to Maxey. Embiid against Allen to take the lead. Embiid just too tall inside.
With inside, Embiid just has all the tools for success. The height, the power, and more importantly, the tenacity.
On the wing, Strus. George defending. Mobley on a screen. From deep, Strus gets the 3 ball to go. And the Cavaliers lead by 2. And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
For 3, Maxey. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
That is how you respond. Maxey with the 3 of his own.
Here's Allen. And it's blocked by Embiid. And it's out of bounds for the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. On defense, the Sixers. Garland finds Strus. Embiid against Garland. And here's Strus outside. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got his 5th assist in this one. Pass to Oubre. Back to Maxey. It's stolen by Garland. Sweet little floater. And now a 4-point Cleveland lead. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
They've also been showing a standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
And the ball out of play. The Cavaliers will have it. The Cavaliers lead by 4. Now here's Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
And here's Oubre from the arc. For 3, Maxey. Philadelphia, the rebound. Shot to stop the run. Connects from downtown. Maxey's got 6 here in the quarter.
Attacking in a big moment. Maxey is not holding back.
Mitchell finds Allen. Outside Strus. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Garland against Maxey. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And I love watching Garland mature into a leader. And you know what? He is not done yet.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
And Oubre gets it to go.
And the defense is looking almost lost on the perimeter. That opens up a quality three-point shot, and he delivers.
Big 3 right there, especially at this point in the game.
Outside Garland. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Mobley, a screen on Walker. Throws it up high, and Mobley throws it down.
It must be nice to have a 7-footer like Mobley that you can just throw pretty much anything up there and he'll go get it.
Walker passes to George. Embiid inside. He's against Allen. Embiid misses. Cleveland leading by 5. From deep, Strus. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
During this final quarter, he's erupted from outside the arc. Just assume every 3 he takes now is going in.
And here's Oubre from the arc. The rebound by Garland.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
And stolen by Mobley. Pass to Mitchell. 3-pointer. Maxey against Mobley. Garland with the ball. Outside Strus. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he's going for the lob. Very pretty alley-oop. And now it's a 10-point Cavalier lead.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me and top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back and let me see. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
So Philadelphia will get the first possession. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Hart is out there with Karl-Anthony Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Walker's shot is off. Brunson with it. Now defended by Oubre. And it's Brunson missing. Here's Philadelphia. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
You know, Towns is a really solid passer for a big guy. Excellent basketball IQ and sees the floor really well. Nice pass.
Now, here's Maxey. Embiid's shot is good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Maxey against Brunson. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And you can tell Brunson has been well coached. He knows just when to call for that pick and roll.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Now, here's Bridges. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
A capable shooter from all 3 levels, and Bridges put the smooth release.
Embiid sets the pick for Walker. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Knicks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Maxey, and slam dunk by Maxey.
This is Maxey at his best, attacking the lane and finishing at the rack.
Brunson scanning the floor. Towns kicks to Hart. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
On the wing, George. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. The 3. That one doesn't go.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the 3-point lane.
Hart kicks to Brunson. Hart with a screen on Embiid. Back to Hart. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Hart's got 5 now.
Boy, that effort is absolutely fantastic here. I mean, Hart staying active, being persistent, tracking down the rebound, and making sure they get something out of that extra possession.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And here's Brunson outside. No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. Now, I spoke to him about the plan for Karl-Anthony Towns now. Coach said, we know Cat has size and power, so we're hoping we can match him there. We don't want to make ourselves soft targets for him. We can expect it to be intense and physical down on the block. Guys?
All right, David, thanks.
Assisted.
Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Knicks.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
They're also doing a really good job on the offensive board. Bagging their own groceries, doing whatever it takes to get those second chance points.
And he saw a lane, and Brunson decides to challenge it. Doesn't take but a sliver of daylight for him to be aggressive.
You know, Clark, the days of trust the process are long gone. The Sixers are now focused on the now.
As well they should be, Kevin. With a superstar big guy in his prime and Joel Embiid, there's no time like the present. And it's not going to last forever, so they need to capitalize.
Now, here's Anunoby. After the miss from Tyrese Maxey. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here's Maxey. Here's the three. The 76ers again can't hit it. The Knicks leading by 11. Towns sets the pick for Anunoby. Driving to the basket. And he slams it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that. Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Jalen Brunson has been on display for... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Knicks here, guys.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Here are the five New York has to start here in the second. OG Anunoby is out there with Hart. Then it's Bridges. Then there's Towns. And it's Brunson in at the point.
I'd keep going to Towns inside. I mean, it's not complicated. He got awesome touch. Plus, he's 6'11" and almost 300 lbs.
Now, here's George. No scoring in this one. Lowry dishes to Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Oubre, right side. With the drive. That's in. Coming off the assist from Embiid. And it's 7 points for Kelly Oubre. Lowry against Brunson. Pass to Bridges. The tray. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around. And he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch, this guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that.
And there's Bridges on the assist by Hart. Bridges has got the lead up to 14 now for the Knicks. Lowry against Brunson. Lowry passes to Oubre. There's the three. Lowry can't get it to go. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. New York moving the ball around. Anunoby against Oubre. Anunoby kicks to Hart. From downtown. Rebound by Joel Embiid. The 76ers trail by 14.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Embiid's got 5 points so far.
Not known for a quick release, but Embiid showing he has that ability as well.
Brunson with a clean look. No good from outside. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. That cuts the lead to single digits. Lowry's got his first 3 points of the game.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
76ers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Yep, that one goes. Lowry's got his second basket of the game. Clark, how much weight do players put on individual awards or something like an all-star nod?
You know, I think players always have a level of respect for each other, but awards help validate your level of respect. How you win, how you perform, consistency, and awards are typically well-earned and well-deserved. As a matter of fact, in most cases, they are well-earned and deserved, and players acknowledge that and respect that.
There's Walker with the three. It's rebounded by New York. They've led by as many as 14 points. And it's off from three-point range. The Knicks leading by 7. Bridges for 3. New York, no good that time either.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these 3. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Here's Anunoby. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. 8 points for him.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Hits the three-point bomb. Lowry's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the 76ers. Brunson against Lowry. Oh, muscling it in. Brunson.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers with a completely new group now.
Substitution on the court.
There's 39 seconds left to play here in the half. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Payne. Driving the lane. To the paint. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Gordon's checked in for Philadelphia.
Philadelphia ball. Coming up to the floor for your Sixers.
76ers are gone. 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Maxey finds Edwards. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by New York. Here's Payne. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the three. Here's Maxey. Sinks the three-pointer. Maxey's got 7 points in the game. Payne gets a wide-open look. Beats the buzzer! Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got Yabusele, Tyrese Maxey out there with Gordon. Then there's Edwards. And it's Drummond in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's McBride. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first.
Yeah, good job to take him right at.
Yeah, really left him no choice there.
Line for the Knicks.
He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And McBride drops them both. The 76ers trail by 11. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, DA. Thank you. Gordon for 3. It's rebounded by New York. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Pass to Payne. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Kept alive. Here's McBride. Back to Payne. Shot clock at 5. Here's Achua. That's to Dadier. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Sixers ball.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot and get stops.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And that one's good. Maxey.
Boy, a terrific three-point shooter. Maxey is somebody, I think you've got to be in this airspace all the time.
Special K, you've seen Tyrese Halliburton a lot. He's as good as anyone in this league offensively. What does he do best?
I think his best basketball attribute is probably his passing, his vision, the way he can set other people up. But the intangible that makes, he's a Pied Piper. He is a galvanizer. Guys love being around his energy and the way he plays. So not only does he play with great confidence, I think he infuses in his teammates a joy and a confidence that lifts them up too.
Robinson misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Inside, Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
From the arc. Now here's Payne. He's covered by Maxey. Bobbed up there for Robinson. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. From outside the arc. Maxey, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Down low. The dunk by Achua.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Maxey attacking, and slam dunk by Maxey.
Tyrese Maxey, a really talented and explosive scorer. He can fill it up in a hurry.
And 1:01 left in the third quarter of the game. Back to Robinson. And then Robinson slams it in.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Sinks the triple.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
We know Gordon can shoot it. But there, he reminds us that he can flush it, too.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To the middle. The dunk by Achua.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Some solid defense from Maxey. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's New York in command with the... And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Josh Hart out there with Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2-guard spot.
Because he's a stretch floor with a reliable and consistent three, George adds a lot to this offense.
On deep, Brunson. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. It's him 5 for 12 so far.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's George. Drills the baseline jumper.
Stepping in from the line, George, very good and capable from mid-range.
Lowry against Brunson. They get it again. Anunoby outside. And a miss there on the triple. It's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Philadelphia. It's a 14-point game. Lowry against Bridges. And here's Walker outside. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Bridges. And it goes down 2 points. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. From deep, George. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. George has got 8 points in the quarter.
A good display of Lowry's court vision there. Nice feed to the open man.
Here's Brunson. Brunson being aggressive.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
The three from George. Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got 8 rebounds in this game. Anunoby, no good. The 76ers trail by 15. Embiid inside the line. And Embiid throws it down.
Often when Embiid has a lane, he looks to throw it down, and he's got great speed for a big fella.
Brunson against Lowry. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the 76ers. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by New York. At one point, they led by 16. Bridges for 3. Anunoby outside. Just 5 on the clock. Hits it from 3-point range. And the Knicks lead by 16.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on defense.
Walker's shot is off. The Knicks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Philadelphia's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Back to George. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Oubre dishes to George. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. George has got 10 points in just the second half. The Knicks leading by 14. From deep, Brunson. It doesn't go for him.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Outside for Lowry. The shot's good on the assist by George.
A little role reversal here for Lowry. Typically, Kyle is the one setting others up.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces. As it appears, it'll be a nice win here for the Knicks.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Jalen Brunson.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Towns for 3. Offensive rebound. Out to Brunson. Hits the 3-point bomb.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. They got it done.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile.